What's up guys, my name's Ryan Healy and today what I'm going to be doing for you is a questionnaire about Star Wars. I'm going to be answering all these questions legitimately, so no help, no Google, no friends asking, no family asking, none of that, just basic Star Wars questions because Star Wars is my favourite movie. And I was asked a couple of days ago, what is your favourite game? I said Star Wars Battlefront because it's obviously the best. If you haven't seen any of my other YouTube videos, it is about me playing Star Wars, just having fun with it, and set myself challenges. Like when I was playing the Fighter Squadron, I tried to play in the top table, so I tried to be first for 3 rounds. I lost twice, won once, but I always managed to get myself on the leaderboard. I always came second, and I had the opportunity to have most kills in the game. So I was actually quite happy, but granted there were AI kills and I only got a few player kills. That was quite saddening. Now, today what I'm going to do is answer any basic questions about Star Wars, so let's do this. Lucas was on American Graffiti before doing Star Wars. Which of these people were on American Graffiti? Anthony Daniels, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher or Mark Hamill? I believe it was Harrison Ford, because George Lucas genuinely said he would not want to work with people who have been on any previous films with him, so he thought Harrison Ford wouldn't be the best choice because he already worked with him, but he did work with him, and quite good. Who was the actor inside R2-D2? David Prowse, Kenny Baker, Michael Winslow. There wasn't an actor inside R2-D2. Right. That's a difficult question. I knew for a fact that Kenny Baker was inside R2-D2 all the time, but in the recent movies with the prequels, like episodes 1, 2 and 3, I knew they used remote control to control R2-D2, and it was actually quite good. Granted, R2-D2 fell over a couple of times when you watch some of the bloopers. He bangs into walls and he falls over in front of characters like Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, all those fun characters. Anyway, Kenny Baker. Right. Who killed Jango Fett? Jango Fett. Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker or Boba Fett? I know for a fact it was Mace Windu because I watched Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones and he killed Mace Windu by cutting off his head. I know it wasn't Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was assigned to actually investigate into Jango Fett and see if he was plotting to kill Queen Amidala. I know it wasn't Anakin Skywalker because he was too reckless to be assigned on his own mission. In fact, tell a lie, he was actually on his own mission to help Senator Amidala and protect her when she was on her home planet of Naboo. And I know Boba Fett didn't kill his own father because Jango cloned him and made sure that he was his son. So, who killed Jango Fett? Mace Windu. That's correct. Next question. Whose foul stench did Leia say she recognised on the Death Star? Darth Vader, the Emperor. I have no idea what that guy says. It means Grand Moff Tarkin. I know for a fact it was Grand Moff Tarkin because she refers to Darth Vader as a dog by saying, I would expect you to be holding Vader's leash, meaning dog. I know it wasn't the Emperor because the Emperor wasn't featured in the movie until episode 5, which is the second movie before anyone gets confused. It goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9. So it was definitely Grand Moff Tarkin, and I don't know who. There was another person there. I have no idea what he said. Anyway, name this character. It's a guy with 2 robotic things to his ears, and he is bald. By the looks of things, it looks as though he's on Cloud City. It looks as though the following characters are placed. So Wilbur, Lando Calrissian, Lobot, and Garandan. I'm going to say Lobot because I know this. Yes, right. Next question. Who's the only non-Jedi / Sith character who did not use a lightsaber in the original trilogy? This is quite tricky. I know for a fact that Han Solo used Luke's lightsaber to cut open a Tauntaun when Luke was freezing on Hoth. He was near death. I know Luke uses his lightsaber because he's a Jedi. Lando, I don't think used it. Oh wait, in fact, this isn't. Who? Okay, who's the only non-Jedi to use the lightsaber? It was definitely Han Solo. And that is correct. Yes. Oh no. Oh, what do you know? It's advertising The Force Awakens, episode 7. And it's advertising more things. No. Next. Give away. Skip. There we go. How old was Padme when she was elected to the position of Queen of Naboo? I'm going to say 8 years old. I was actually wrong for a change. I did not know. She was actually 14. That's actually pretty cool. Name this pilot who survives both the Death Star battles and the Battle of Hoth. I believe his name was Wedge Antilles. I was correct because that was the character played by Dennis Lawson, who is in fact Ewan McGregor's uncle, which was very, very interesting. Why did Jabba the Hutt send bounty hunters after Han Solo? Because the Empire promised Jabba a handsome reward for Han? No. Because Chewbacca used to be Jabba's slave? I do not know that. Because Han killed Greedo? No. Han shot first, by the way, before I cause any controversy. Because Han dumped the cargo when he was smuggling for Jabba. I'm going to say the bottom one because it is in episode 4 it genuinely says that. Now, name this spacecraft. Slave 1, Tantive 4, the Sith Infiltrator, or the Radiant 7. It looks like Jango Fett's spacecraft, and later in the latter stages it's Boba's, or if you're getting confused it was Boba's then Jango's, because if you want to go that way. Its original name is Slave 1, which is correct. What is Count Dooku's Sith name? Darth Tyrannus, Darth Rex, Darth Sidious, Darth Maul. It's not Darth Rex, because there was no such a person called Darth Rex, and there was no person called Rex in the actual movies until Star Wars The Clone Wars, which is an animated TV series, and there's a clone trooper called Captain Rex. Now, I know it's not Darth Sidious because that's the Emperor's name, and I know it's not Darth Maul, which is my friend's favourite character, by the way. His name's Daniel. Shout out to him. And shout out to Ad O'Neill, Craig Bonner, and Sean Mahoney, who all support Star Wars very fully. And oh yeah, one person, Callum Kearney as well. He hasn't watched all Star Wars yet, but you know he's a good friend. So shout out to all those guys. They're going to hate me for saying that now. His name, Count Dooku's Sith name is Darth Tyrannus. There we go. Correct. Come on. Name this spacecraft. X-Wing, Y-Wing, Slave 1, or the Imperial Shuttle. It's in the shape of a Y. What could it be? I'm going to say a Y-Wing. It's correct. Happy days. Oh, another advertisement. No away. Right. What were Anakin Skywalker's last words in the Return of the Jedi? You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right. I'm sorry. May the Force be with you. You're the last of the Jedi. The Force runs strong in you. Pass on what you have learned. No, it wasn't that. It was the first one, because his dying words, because he knew that he had a son and a daughter, So that was that. I suggest a new strategy: R2 let the Wookiee win. Who said that? Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, or C-3PO? I believe it was C-3PO because R2 always hanged about with C-3PO and vice versa. C-3PO always found a way to go with R2-D2, which they incidentally became best friends, which is correct. What did Luke Skywalker's Uncle Owen operate on Tatooine? A droid repair service, a speeder repair garage, a cantina, or a moisture farm? Since it's on the outskirts of Tatooine and there's barely anything out there but Jawas and stormtroopers who burn Uncle Owen and Luke's aunt, who I can't figure out the life of me knowing. So I'm going to say a moisture farm because all farms are out on the outskirts of somewhere. From here you will witness the final destruction of the Alliance and the end of your insignificant rebellion. That's one of the best lines ever. Grand Moff Tarkin, the Emperor, Admiral Piet, or Darth Vader. Who said that? The only person that would say a big long line like that would be the Emperor. Which I was correct, yes. When Anakin Skywalker finally became Darth Vader in Episode 3, what actor was in the suit? David Prowse, James Earl Jones, Hayden Christensen, or Peter, surname I can't pronounce. It wasn't David Prowse, in fact, because David Prowse was in Episodes 4, 5 and 6, and he was probably an old man now. He's probably old. He could probably, I don't know. It's not James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones was the voice of Darth Vader. Hayden Christensen was the person that played Anakin in Episodes 2 and 3, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, which is actually the 5th and 6th movie, in fact, just to confuse everyone. And he was actually placed in the suit. He actually made a request to George Lucas to go into the suit, and he did. He made that wish come true. Yes, I was correct. Who was a concept artist who worked with George Lucas to create the look and feel of Star Wars? This one's going to be tricky. Frank something, Ralph McQuarrie or something, H.R. Geiger, Rick Baker. I'm going to say Ralph McQuarrie because that's the only name I can pronounce. I was correct, in fact. That was actually a pure guess. Yes. And finally, we check the score. No, we don't. It's an advert. My mistake. Name this planet. It's got a lot of buildings. It looks pretty dark. It says Bespin, Trantor, Coruscant, or Geonosis. Bespin's a separate planet on its own. It's Cloud City. So no, it's not that. Trantor, I have no idea where that is. I can't for the life of me think of that. Coruscant, I know where that is, and I think that's what the city is. And it's not Geonosis. Geonosis has got just big buildings that look like earwax. That's all I can say. Coruscant is the answer, and the answer is correct. Now, name this character. Evanson, Tarful, Watto, or Sebulba. It's a weird looking thing in a pod racer, so it's definitely Sebulba because no one else drove a pod race. Watto was the person that was enslaved with. Well, no, Watto enslaved Anakin, and there's a full backstory behind that. I'll let you kind of catch up on that. What did Darth Vader reveal himself to be Luke's father? He revealed himself to be Luke's father on Cloud City. It wasn't Dagobah, and it wasn't the Death Star, and it wasn't Endor. It was Cloud City, because that comes from the iconic "Luke, I am your father," and then he screams no, and then it's just a big plot twist. Everyone gasps, everyone goes nuts. Name this character. Lobot, Kit Fisto, Ki-Adi-Mundi, or Newt Gunray. It's a gigantic character that looks like it just looks like jelly. It's definitely Newt Gunray. Correct. Name this creature. I already said it before. It's the person. It's the thing that Han cut open to save Luke's life. It was a tauntaun. There, it's there. It's the last one. Come on, come on. Yes, it was correct. Oh no. What George Lucas demand did Mel Brooks concede in making Spaceballs? Okay. He agreed not to make any Spaceballs toys. He agreed to give George Lucas a camel. He agreed to edit out a subplot where Princess Vespa has an ongoing affair with her brother. He agreed to roast Steven Spielberg at a charity dinner. I have no idea which this one is. I think it's a pure guess. I'm going to say he roasted. No, he didn't. He agreed not to make any Spaceballs toys. I think I'm just going to need to guess all of these. Right, it was the person that played Lando Calrissian was Billy D. Williams, he was a good character. He was Han Solo's friend. Which famous composer scored all Star Wars songs so far? One of my favourite composers of all time. It was definitely John Williams. What is Chewbacca's home planet? Bespin, Kashyyyk, Endor or Mustafar? It was definitely Kashyyyk, because you find that out in episode 3, where it was, believe it or not, the Battle of Kashyyyk. Surprise, surprise. Name this character. Oh my lord. See in episode 6 where they've got that wee rat looking thing that laughs constantly? It's that, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to call it the rat monkey. It was not the rat monkey, because it actually looked like a rat monkey and it was surprisingly not. I'm rather embarrassed, General Solo, but it appears that you're to be the main course at a banquet in my honour. That was in episode 6 when they were all captured on Endor by wee bears called Ewoks, and it was definitely C-3PO that said that, because I remember them calling him a god, and who has a banquet but a god and a king. Whose DNA was used to create the clone army? Count Dooku, Boba Fett, Anakin Skywalker or Jango Fett? I'm going to say Jango Fett. I was correct. Of course I was correct, it's me. I know everything about Star Wars. I just kid, I really don't. Name this character. It's a gigantic slug thing with the tail wrapped around his neck and it looks like Jabba's slave. So it's Bib Fortuna. I was correct. Who cut off half of Anakin Skywalker's right arm with a lightsaber? It was Count Dooku. If you watch Attack of the Clones, you will see that. Once out of the spaceport, you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Who said that? That was Obi-Wan Kenobi in the 4th film, A New Hope, which is the first film ever made. What was Anakin Skywalker's mum's name? Shmi Skywalker. I know that. I remember. What actor physically played Darth Maul? No. If I get this wrong, Daniel's going to kill me. And Sean, because Sean likes the character, and so does Adam, so does Craig. Eddie likes Darth Maul, because Darth Maul is the most coolest. Right. Viggo Mortensen, he does not play Darth Maul because he plays Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, which is my second favourite movie next to Star Wars. So I'm going to say it was Peter something. I was actually wrong, his name was Ray Park. My bad. Name the alien race pictured here that incubated clones in the clone army. Gungans, Geonosians, Wookiees or Kaminoans. I think it was Kaminoans because they were tall, long necks and they looked like gigantic giraffes. Right. Well, who played Darth Vader on the set of the movie? It was definitely David Prowse, because I mentioned this earlier. What was the fatal flaw did the rebels destroy in the first Death Star? It was an exposed thermal exhaust port. I remember that. In the second movie it was an incomplete infrastructure, so they just flew in and blew it up, and if they went home and had a celebration, it was good. for a couple of years, and then episode 7 came out, and then it all went to hell. What does TIE and TIE Fighter stand for? Turbo Induction Incubulator, Twin Ion Engine, something in the Thermal Inverse Engine. I'm going to say the Thermal Inverse Engine. It wasn't, it was called the Twin Ion Engine. I didn't know that. What location stood in Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back? It was, I think, it was in Norway. Yeah, I was right, it was in Norway. Right. I think it's going to be the best time to leave it here. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and please check out all my other videos, and see you next time. Like and subscribe for more videos. Like this channel, like this video if you want me to do more of these, and until next time, peace.